A heartbreaker in Kennesaw for the Liberty men, while the Lady Flames look to build on their win streak and advance in the postseason.
Plus, Demario Douglas shined at the NFL Combine, and we sit down with head football coach Jamey Chadwell for a preview of spring ball. This is Flames Central.
Welcome into Flames Central, your home for all things Liberty Flames athletics. Alongside Emily Austin, I'm Matt Warner, and I can tell you there is plenty happening in Flames Nation these days.
That's right. No shortage of things to talk about on this week's show, even if one of those things happens to be a heartbreaker of a loss.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to begin there. Liberty basketball reached the ASUN tournament final, one win away from a fourth ticket to the NCAA tournament in 5 years. The only thing standing in their way would be Kennesaw State. The Flames lost to the Owls earlier in the year and trailed in the first half of this one, although freshman Zach Cleveland helped keep them in it with 7 first-half points. We jump to the second half now. It was tight throughout. KSU went up on a Chris Youngblood 3-ball with under 6 to play. Now, Liberty's Darius McGee had a tough shooting night, 0 of 11 from three-point range, but Kyle Rode would help pick him up with the season-high 23 points. So down 3, under 30 seconds to go, freshman Colin Porter, kid has ice water in his veins, knocks down a game-tying triple. But unfortunately for Liberty, a foul on the last play of the contest would lead to a Terrell Burden making 1 of 2 free throws, and the Owls would take it 67-66. After the game, an emotional response from Flames head coach Richie McKay when asked about Darius McGee's impact in his final season as a Flame.
It's meant a lot. Love him to death.
Yeah. Darius coming back wasn't just NCAA tournament or bust. It was the impact he's had on our school, and I really appreciate him.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, I think it's easy in a moment like this when you feel the disappointment of not getting a chance to advance to the tournament. Both of these guys know, as well as myself, again, what a privilege that is. But this group, they're incredibly fun to coach, incredibly tough-minded, and really successful. And I don't mean 26-8. I mean, especially these two gentlemen. They've been fabulous for our university, and they've helped grow our program in some spectacular ways.
If you think it's emotional watching that press conference, imagine being in the room. You can just feel how much this team loves each other. These players, coaches, and staff are so invested in this program, so you can imagine their disappointment after that loss. But coming up short in the ASUN championship game doesn't mean the Flames didn't have a successful season. Actually, a pretty smart guy, Matt Warner, put this program's rare accomplishments into perspective on this week's Flame Central podcast, powered by Alcova Mortgage.
Let's just put this all into a little bit of perspective, because obviously it's not fun right now thinking about this. Liberty as a program has played in the last 6 years in 5 conference championship games. 5 conference championship games in the last 6 years. They lost yesterday by 1 point on a free throw with 0.7 seconds left.
Yep.
6 years ago, they lost on a buzzer beater to Radford, and Carleek Jones ripped their heart out.
I don't like Radford.
So, you're that close.
Highlanders.
You're that close
What he did is a Highlander.
to being in the
It's a
NCAA
Toyota, right?
tournament 5 of the last 6 years.
Yeah.
That close.
Yeah.
So, I hope Liberty, fans and stuff understand that what we've seen is not normal around the country. It's a different world in the Power 5. It is more difficult when it comes down to it. You have to be good those 3 days in March to get there.
Yeah.
Bottom line. And year after year after year, Liberty's put themselves right there on the doorstep of getting in and have gotten in
100%.
3 times.
Matt with the mic drop moment. Hey, Flames Nation, pick your head up, Buttercup. The Flames are doing just fine. And hey, Coach McKay said it multiple times in his post-game press conference. They hope this isn't the last basketball game for Liberty this season. I'm talking NIT potentially, so stay tuned. We'll discuss that and spring football on the Flame Central podcast powered by Alcova Mortgage. So download and subscribe today.
All right, staying on the hardwood, the Lady Flames are also playing for their postseason lives at the moment. On Wednesday night, they hosted Lipscomb in the ASUN tournament semifinal. A win would send Liberty to its 4th ASUN title game in 5 years. LU also had a 15-game win streak on the line in this contest. And right out of the gate, you could tell they were locked in. The Lady Flames opened this game on a 19-0 run.
What?
Not sure what the odds of winning are after starting on a 19-0 run, but it's safe to say they are pretty good. After that offensive explosion to begin the game, LU wouldn't let up. They would outscore the Bisons in every quarter. Kennedy Williams led the way with 20 points and a career-high 4 3-pointers. Liberty forced 18 turnovers and held Lipscomb to a 30% shooting effort from the field as LU moves to 10-0 all-time against the Bisons. More importantly, the 84-56 win puts the Lady Flames just 1 win away from an NCAA tournament berth.
It's always been a dream and a focus, a goal for us. Last year, unfortunately, was sidetracked in the semifinals, and we're grateful we're in this position. Really excited how much the energy that our team had today or tonight, and we shot the ball pretty well and started off the first quarter, really set the tone for us.
Well, when Kerry Green isn't coaching the Lady Flames to victory, he's most likely out in the elements, fishing or hunting. Every time you run into Coach Green, he's usually reaching for his iPhone, scrolling through that photo album to show you his latest big catch. But a picture wasn't enough for us here at Flame Central, so we decided to take you to his happy place. It's Out of the Office with Coach Green.
Sometimes just to find these good fishing spots are just blind leads. I'm driving down the road. I see this little road. I turn down the road. I'm not thinking fishing at all because it's going back through some woods and all of a sudden, bingo, there's this unbelievable pond. And I'm thinking, wow, looks like the water's up. We had some rain. I'm gonna go to the shady area first of all. And it's pretty hot out here. There's those saying that work is for those that do not know how to fish. I had a father that was in a family of 8, so they did a lot of fishing for food. As a grandson, spent a lot of time during the summer when school is out with a grandfather who had some health issues, but wow, did he love to fish. Fishing with a grandfather, trying to outfish him, never could. The guy was just awesome fishing. There's a lot of parts about fishing I like. No question. The best part is catching them. Who doesn't want to catch a fish? Like a lot of sportscasters, large mouth. I think a good fisherman is someone that's able to adapt. So everyone's like coaching. You cannot just have the same game plan every time and be successful. Changing rod and reels and bait is like substituting a player in. Okay, the wacky worm went to the bench. Now I'm going back with Mr. John Deere. I will change baits like I will substitute players. Sometimes you guard them and commit a foul. This is called a foul hook. This is bad. He hit it so hard, he didn't get hooked in the mouth, he got hooked in the back. I think all of us need a timeout. In the evening, after a hard day of work, working with a team, I need something to energize my battery. If you look at what God did, he rested on one day. Jesus escaped a lot of time. The multitude went up in the mountains. I really think a good timeout is good for everyone. There he is. You know, some of Jesus' best friends were fishermen. So I think there's a lot of wisdom just being out in nature and seeing God's creation. I can go fishing and not catch a fish and enjoy that moment. How often am I fishing? Not enough.
Man, it makes me want to get out there and fish a little bit with Coach Green. All right, hey, we turn to football now. Former Liberty receiver Demario Douglas turned heads at the Shrine Bowl, but could he do it again this past weekend on the biggest of stages, the NFL Combine? The answer? Yes. The 5'8 receiver showed his explosiveness in Indianapolis in front of all the NFL brass. Douglas turned in a 40 time of 4.44 seconds, the 14th fastest by a receiver, and a vertical of 39.5 inches. That was ninth best for his position. Also, don't forget about the broad jump, 11 feet 2 inches. That was second best among receivers. Douglas led the Flames this past season with 79 catches, 993 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And now he hopes to hear his name called this April in the NFL Draft. Well, we stay with football as Liberty starts up spring ball this week. It's an especially important spring for the Flames as new head coach Jamey Chadwell looks to install a brand new offense and looks to build a new culture within the program. With it being such an important spring for Coach Chadwell, we thought we'd ask him about it. And Emily had a chance to sit down with him this week.
Spring ball is officially underway, and I'm here with the guy who is leading this Flames football program, head coach Jamey Chadwell. Coach, thanks for your time. Before we talk about you as a coach, I think it's very important to discuss you as a fan, because I saw you at some of those men's basketball games, and with some of the other coaches, you guys were really getting into it. I need to know, was that you who started the wave a couple games ago?
I can't take credit for the wave, but I can take credit for the new tradition of throwing the T-shirts across the court. So we did start that with the students. I hope that continues, but the wave was pretty awesome too.
It's really cool to see you out there in that environment. Okay, let's focus on your sport. During the season, in the fall, you're bringing the tradition of having that word or character trait where you guys play for a championship each week. Is there a theme for spring ball?
Really spring is more about establishing what our identity is. And so our word this year is embrace. And so if there's a theme in spring, it would be the word embrace. And that's embracing the change, embracing the adversity, embracing the new opportunity. Obviously, majority of the people here are new for these players, right? And so everything for them, they're learning for the first time. And so just embracing the difference, embracing the change. And if we all come together and do embrace it, then we can have some special things happen. Or we can fight it, and it'll still happen. It'll just take a little bit longer, right? And so that's what we're trying to focus on with this group. One of the reasons we're having spring a little bit later is so we can have more time to sort of implement that mindset. And so we're excited about what we have out here on the field and see what it shapes up to be.
Yeah, and with all that change, there's already so much to cover in spring ball. You said previously that this is the first time these players are going to actually see what your vision is. So what is the focus for those first 4 or 5 practices? What do you want to focus on the most?
Well, I think mainly is how we practice. And what I mean by that, when we come out there, what's the mindset, the focus, and then the effort that you play with. You can overcome a lot of things if you play with great effort and you have a positive mindset. So it's really establishing that positive belief. Hey, good things will happen, expect good things to happen, and then just relentless effort in everything we do. And if we can come out of spring with those 2 things, rock solid, then we'll have a chance to be pretty good. Now, we'll figure out the rest of it, right? But being a champion starts in your mindset, and if we can get the mindset trained to where we believe we're champions and we do what champions do every day consistently, then we'll hopefully be able to hoist a trophy to show it at some point.
So Flames Nation knows all about the capable quarterbacks on this roster. Sometimes we saw all of them in one game last season. Would you say that you want to come out of spring ball with a starting quarterback?
That'd be ideal, 100%. I think because, if you can establish who that guy is, if they can establish that, then our team knows, hey, that's the guy that should be your leader, should be rallying around. I hope that happens, and we, as you mentioned, there's capable guys there, but we played a lot last year, so that tells you there's probably some inconsistencies. And so our job is to hopefully we can try to take away some of those inconsistencies and become more consistent, and then so hopefully establish a leader. We've the last 3-4 weeks have been good for those quarterbacks to sort of learn what we're doing. Hopefully they'll transition as we're here into practice, and somebody will take the reins. If not, we'll go through summer and in the fall and hopefully be able to name one. Somebody will take it eventually, hopefully sooner than later.
At the beginning of spring ball, which position group are you most excited about?
Oh, that's a good question. I think right now, I would say, honestly, all of them, because I've never seen them, right? And I know that's an easy answer, but when you've not seen any of the positions, you've only heard about it, I want to really see what they're about.
Right.
You know, I think more than anything, the running back, if you said, hey, put one on, I think would say the running back position, because our, Day coming back is injured, so he's hurt. And so you've got a lot of brand new people there that we brought in. So really trying to see how they mesh. I think to see do they develop and give you some depth when he comes back. So, but I'm anxious to see how everybody plays. This guy's a good player. Is he really? Let's see. This guy's not that good, and he might be tremendous. And so next year I'll have a very specific answer.
Oh, yeah, can't wait. Spring ball, we'll have all the updates. We'll be out there throughout spring ball for all the reports. I don't know. I know it's not just me, but there's an extra buzz going around about spring and this football season. We're really excited to have you here leading the program.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for your time, Coach. So pumped to have Coach Chadwell on the mountain. Be sure to get out to that spring game on April 15th. Okay, speaking of spring, LU baseball is back on the diamond to host VCU for a midweek matinee. The Flames are coming off a weekend series win over Bryant. A win over the Rams would give them some much-needed momentum before a ranked road series at number 12 East Carolina. The Flames start early. In the third, it's Clemson transfer Camden Troyer sends a line drive down the first baseline. That's good for a stand-up double, scores 3. Hillier and Gray bats Liberty up 3-0. Let's go to the top of the fifth. Garrett Gainey having a solid outing on the mound. He gets out of a jam here, striking out to end the inning. He struck out a season-high 8 batters, and then the offense backed him up, staying hot with a little 2-out rally. In the bottom of the fifth, it's the Moose, Cole Hertzler, to right that sends home Troyer and Cam Foster. Then Jalen Guy, he's like, hey guys, I want to join in on the fun here. He gets a high fly ball to drop in shallow right. He will end up at third, and the Flames will end up with a shutout. Final score 10-0, winning 7 of their last 9 with a big matchup on the road at East Carolina this weekend. All right, staying on the diamond, Liberty catcher Gray Betts has been named to the Buster Posey National Collegiate Catcher of the Year watch list for the second straight season. The junior is one of 65 catchers nominated for the award. The two-time ASUN All-Conference catcher has hit .297 with 94 RBIs and 147 runs scored during his time here at Liberty. Betts has plenty of time to show off his talents, as the winner won't be announced until June 29th.
All right, we turn to softball now. Lady Flames trying to run their win streak to 9 as they took on Commonwealth foe Virginia. Now, you can't start much better than LU did. Devin Howard blasts a leadoff home run to put Liberty on top in the first. Liberty would lead 2-0 in the second inning. Then UVA would answer. A 2-run home run for Kalen Jones would tie it up at 2 apiece. But that was the last time the Cavaliers would score. Liberty pounded out 4 more runs. Caroline Hudson, KK Madry, each with 2 hits apiece, as the Lady Flames roll to a 6-2 win, their 9th straight W and 5th straight over UVA. All right, coming up, we mic up one Liberty lacrosse star and see how they fared against a top 10 opponent.
Plus, Rhett McGibbon joins us as he names his top Liberty athletes of the week. It's all straight ahead when Flames Central returns.
Welcome to Liberty University's online programs, where living out your calling with integrity is what you train to do. And getting ready for the future doesn't mean missing out on the now. Because a university is more than buildings and books. And an education should set you free, not fence you in. Welcome to Liberty's global campus, where distance learning was pioneered and evolved into one of the top-ranked schools in the nation. Where protecting your budget, your time, and your education isn't just a theory, it's our priority. Here, degrees in your field reflect industry demands and help you get ahead of the competition. Where college comes to you, but you can come to college too. Game day, homecoming, graduation day. Your school, your values, your experience, your choice. Welcome to Liberty University, where we train champions for Christ.
So you're looking for a university that's perfect for you, a school that has anything you could possibly need.
Anything?
You want a place that has the programs you want to study, and maybe a few more, just in case you change your mind.
I think I'm going to sign up for the fashion design program.
All right. A place with state-of-the-art facilities. I mean, look at this campus.
And who doesn't love big-time sports?
And great recreational activities.
Okay, now we're on a roll. Somewhere you can hike, slide, strike, shoot, climb, eat, and most importantly, eat. You want a place that takes you to space? Okay, maybe not, but we can teach you how to fly, or pastor a church, or run a business. And all that with a great view? Yeah, I think I know a place.
Where you train is where you learn how to say, I know this. I've done this. I've got this. I'm ready. So you can surpass expectations when they say you're hired. At Liberty University, you'll train in world-class facilities as you prepare for a world-class career.
Welcome back to Flames Central. Liberty Lacrosse has opened this season with a 1-3 record, but no need to panic because the Lady Flames have a stacked schedule to kick off their season. In their first 5 games, they have played 4 top 25 teams. On Wednesday, it was number 8 James Madison. This one was back and forth to start. The Duke's Isabella Peterson found the back of the net first, but then the Lady Flames answered with back-to-back goals. We were all tied up at 2 at the end of the first, and it stayed that way through 15 minutes of play. But then James Madison really broke things open and took control of the game late. The Dukes notched 7 unanswered goals and would go on to take this one with a final score of 13-5. Up next, Liberty plays Pitt for its first ever meeting with the Panthers. Okay, let's stay on the field to get more of an inside look of this Lady Flames lacrosse squad. Lizzie Ferguson is a veteran who knows how to lead this group with good advice and an even better personality. Even though this team plays in sync on the field, you'll soon find out Lizzie vibes to a different boy band group. Take a listen to Lizzie mic'd up.
2 Fun Friday teams on this domino, 2 Fun Friday teams on this domino. Backstreet Boys! Backstreet Boys unite! We are the Backstreet Boys! Woo! Woohoo! Whoever's closest to ball going first. Here we go, time for comeback. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yes, Backstreet Boys! This is what I'm talking about, baby. That's okay. Oh, that's all right, Tava. Shake that off. Next birthday you're celebrating for someone, you gotta hit the Dollar Tree. Crazy. Oh my gosh! Yeah, Judge. Got the skip pass, Yes. Yeah. My band got switched. I almost drank somebody else's water. Ain't it gross?
I got them washed today. So
oh, nice. Great day out today. Great weather. A little sweaty. Feels good. Yeah, Jenna. Good job, baby girl. Oh my gosh! Jeez, Kelly. Yeah. Oh! Jeez, Cam, you have a little sympathy on our goalie there. Oh, that's a great shot. Good work, girlies. We're done.
Man, always fun when you get to hang out with Lizzie Ferg. We appreciate her letting us mic her up for that practice. All right, hey, look who's here. Rhett McGibbon joins us as he does each and every week for Warm, Hot, and Fuego. Top player moment from the past week in Liberty Athletics. What you got cooking this week, Rhett?
I want to talk about Dee Brown.
Let's do it.
Young lady.
Junkyard dog.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they
right.
call it. Forgot about that. She's been coming out of a rocket here the last couple of games. Just hot starts for her. Let's go back to Kennesaw State last round. She started off just dropping triples. She had 4 triples in the first quarter. Wow. Ended up 5 of 6 from deep. And then I was kind of like, okay, what's going on, Dee? Like, what was that spark? Her dad came in from the Chicago area.
Oh, really?
Surprised her, got to watch her
Gotta
live.
send him down for the championship game. Let's go. I'll buy his ticket.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Get some sun down there. But the way the Lady Flames are playing right now and the way that Dee Brown is contributing to this team, this is a group that if she can hit some threes, and you saw Kennedy in the last game hit some threes, they are a very tough out and really finding their rhythm perfectly as they go on to take FGCU.
Yeah, they're playing their best
Yes,
basketball
they
of the
are.
season. All right, from warm we go to hot.
All right, I know men's basketball, a bummer the way it finished,
yeah.
but you have to be excited about Colin Porter.
No doubt.
You go into that Eastern Kentucky game, and this kid, he just has that clutch factor.
He
know,
does.
it goes back to, okay, first head coach in Liberty basketball history, Dan Manley. This is what he said about Jesse Sanders, okay? He said, you're not the best shooter, you're not the best rebounder, you're not the best ball handler, but man, you're the best player. And
It all
Jesse
comes
kind of looked at him like, huh? And I would almost go to say that about Colin Porter. Like, I don't know if he's the tops in the team in any one of those categories, but boy, can this kid play. Like, he just gets the job done for you, and you have to be excited. You've got him for another 3 years. Like, you just look at what he has done in this first season and how far he can go, and especially the young group that's coming in with him, you have to still be really hyped about this Liberty basketball program as they head towards Conference USA.
Richie McKay says he's going to be one of the all-time greats when it's all said and done, and he doesn't just
100%.
throw out compliments
That's
like
true.
that, so you know it's legit. All right, finally, Rhett and Fuego this week. Who is it?
It's Caroline Hudson. This young lady, you know, I go back to when she was a freshman. I remember watching her in fall ball and just being like, this girl can hit. And she had a really down year, but then it was towards the late stages she hit a home run against Virginia Tech, 2 in that game, which was huge. And since that point, the power hitter has just been on full display. Extra inning softball, National Player of the Week. First time in Liberty program history they've had a National Player of the Week, and you think about all the people in the past, that's saying something. Then at the Liberty Invitational, 7 for 12, 5 home runs, 11 RBI. She had 4 home runs in one day, a doubleheader against Radford.
Wow.
You wonder who the Highlanders are thinking about that night when they go to sleep having nightmares.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, she's been on a tear. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, congrats to Huddy, and this team has been on a tear too.
Yes.
She's been a big part of it. Rhett, appreciate it as always. All right, hey, more Flame Central still ahead, so don't go anywhere.
Challenges, they're nothing new. At Liberty, we know they make you stronger, force you to learn, adapt, to overcome. When your next challenge comes, be ready. Meet it with a degree that propels you forward. We've helped champions like you succeed for 35 years and counting. And now, over 100,000 students are getting stronger every day. At Liberty University, challenges make champions. Let's overcome together.
At Liberty University, we don't just believe everyone should have access to higher education, we make it happen. That's why we are offering our Middle America Scholarship to help families like yours by providing over $20,000 over the course of 4 years. Money should not hold you back from the life-changing experience at Liberty University. Find out if you qualify for the Middle America Scholarship today.
Well, hey, we're about out of time for this week. As always, any stories you might have missed, check it out, libertyflamecentral.com.
And if you want some more entertainment, download and subscribe to the Flame Central podcast powered by Alcova Mortgage. For Matt, I'm Emily. We'll see you next week.